If you're a woman over 40 and all of a sudden you feel like things are a bit off, like the weight keeps creeping up, you're on a roller coaster of emotions all day, every day, and you're kind of forgetting basic shit like, where did I park my car? Where did I put my keys? Well, girlfriend, no, you're not going crazy. You might just be going through perimenopause. So today we're going to talk all about what is perimenopause and the 4 stages of menopause, so that you can understand where you might be at in your perimenopause journey and how to navigate it so you start feeling like yourself again. Hey gorgeous, it's Ashanti and I'm here to help you get back to feeling amazing in your body over 40. Be sure to grab my Fat Loss Over 40 guidebook. I've linked it in the description below. So what is perimenopause? So glad you asked. Perimenopause refers to the transition phase before menopause. It basically takes you from your reproductive years to your non-reproductive years. Now, it typically starts in a woman's 40s, but it can start as early as mid to late 30s. During perimenopause, hormone levels start to fluctuate, especially estrogen and progesterone. This can lead to some significant physical as well as emotional changes in your body. Now, I've covered these in more detail in my next video, which is the 10 signs and symptoms of perimenopause, but some of the more common ones include irregular menstrual cycles, hot flashes, night sweats, mood swings, brain fog, changes in libido. Comment below if you're experiencing any of these so far. I would love to know. For me personally, the mood swings, she sends me a bit crazy. You just have to ask my husband. Now, you may be wondering, how is perimenopause different to menopause? Now, when it comes to menopause, this is actually when a woman doesn't have her periods consecutively for 12 straight months. It's marking basically the end of her reproductive years, and it's a natural biological process that typically happens between the ages of 45 to 55, with the average being around 51. So menopause can truly only be confirmed retrospectively after you haven't had a period consecutively for 12 months. And during menopause, sex hormone production, in particular estrogen and progesterone, greatly decline. So now that we know the difference between perimenopause and menopause, let's dive deeper into the 4 stages of menopause so you can see where you fit in your perimenopause journey and what this could mean for you. Now, the first stage is premenopause, and this is where you have a regular cycle and not so many issues with your sex hormones, estrogen and progesterone. So you still are experiencing regular cycles. Now, they might not be optimal cycles. I think a lot of women don't really understand how to have optimal cycles, but you are getting your period regularly, and they might come with symptoms such as heavy bleeding or PMS and cramping, but generally on a month-to-month basis, you're getting your period. Stage number 2 is perimenopause. And as mentioned earlier, this is the transitional phase before menopause. This is where you will experience more hormonal changes with your estrogen and progesterone in particular. And here's the interesting bit. Time frames for being in perimenopause can be from a few years up to 10 years. Yes, you heard me correctly, up to 10 years. And this is why it's such an important topic for all women over 35. Perimenopause is a time of significant hormonal changes, and this not only impacts your emotional and physical well-being, but also your mental health. And I think a lot of women, they experience the symptoms without really understanding that this is perimenopause, and they don't get the help that they need to manage those symptoms and feel better during this period. It is arguably more important than menopause because it does last for so long, and without careful understanding and consideration, it can really impact a woman's physical, mental, and emotional well-being. For me, I know that I'm going through perimenopause. At 43, it's safe to say that I'm experiencing some symptoms, but I found that my symptoms happened probably around the age of 39 when I had some more issues with my regular cycle. But more recently, I've been experiencing night sweats and mood swings, as well as hot flashes. I also know this because I have a deep understanding due to my training, and it's a big part of how I work with my clients to help them feel better in their body. And the biggest wake-up call is the feeling of having a spare tire around your waist for no apparent reason. Most women just feel like they can't shift the weight easily, and it becomes an issue for them, and it can be the biggest wake-up call to help them realize that their hormones are changing and they need to do things differently, especially when it comes to their weight loss and fat loss. Next up, we've got stage number 3. Now this is menopause, and we've already touched on this a little bit. So menopause is where you don't have your period for 12 consecutive months. And it's a time where your sex hormones decrease dramatically, but you still experience symptoms such as hot flashes, vaginal dryness, mood swings, and sleep disturbances. Just because you're going through menopause doesn't mean that the perimenopausal symptoms stop. They might decline and you still might experience them. Now, number 4 stage is post-menopause. Post-menopause refers to the years following menopause. Now, most menopausal symptoms will continue to decline, but some may stick around, such as mood swings and vaginal dryness. Now, what's important is that perimenopause and menopause is a critical health window for women. Women need to pay attention to their bodies during this time because we are at greater risk of conditions like Alzheimer's, osteoporosis, cardiovascular disease, and some types of cancers. So health screenings become a lot more critical during this time. Things like mammograms, pap smears, and colonoscopies. These are important to check and monitor breast health, cervical health, as well as gut health. Basically, when you hit your 40s, things start getting real when it comes to your health. And if there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, is that perimenopause is a great time to stop chasing body goals and to really get in tune with what it is to be healthy and take care of yourself. You need to start making yourself and your health a priority. Like for real. A lot of women I work with come into their 40s feeling fat, frazzled, and fatigued, simply because they haven't made themselves and their health a priority for a very long time. Now, we can put this down to having a career, being a parent, but ultimately, our health is our responsibility. Now is not the time to stop neglecting yourself, or even worse, give up. It's simple changes like adopting a nutrient-rich diet full of vitamins and minerals, maintaining a regular exercise routine, managing stress levels, getting adequate sleep, and adding supplementation where you need it can really improve your health and well-being and greatly influence how you actually look and feel in your 40s. Now, if you desire to create a body and life you love, despite what perimenopause might be throwing at you, you are in the right place, girlfriend. And don't forget to download my Fat Loss Over 40 guidebook to help you kickstart your journey. If you want to hear more about how to get healthy, fitter, stronger in your body over 40 and feeling fabulous. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.